Hi everyone. So I want you to download the Fruits Visualize document over here. It looks like this. And when you open it, sorry, I have a lot of fruits open here. When you open it, we are going to resize the picture because this looks a bit big. So you can click on the picture. I'm sure when you played around with it, you could see these little circles here. If you change this circle, so if you click on that, it will maintain its aspect ratio. So what that means is you'll see that as I'm adjusting the width, the length is also going to decrease at a certain. There's this invisible line over here from that corner to that one, and it maintains the aspect ratio so that everything stays in the same ratio, so it doesn't warp the image. But as soon as you start adjusting the image over here, you can see we're actually warping the image inside. Like everything inside is warping because we're changing the width, but the length stays the same. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but usually you want to maintain a picture's aspect ratio because that's what the photographer of the picture wanted it to be. So you can adjust this picture around and you can see that we are adjusting the length and the width, but I adjust pictures according to this diagonal line that is over here. So that is actually all we have to do. We just have to know how to resize a picture, and if you can do this, then you know how to resize a picture. Then the other thing is, let's say you want to make it a bit smaller and you don't like the fact that it's just there awkwardly to the left. Let's say you had your heading over there and now this just looks awkward. So if you also want that in the middle, then just like you would usually do with our paragraph, if you put it center aligned, right aligned, justified, just like you would do that, you can do the same thing with a picture. Right now it's left aligned. We can make it center aligned, and you can make it right aligned. Justified doesn't really do anything. It just makes it go to the next to the next corner over there. So that makes it left aligned. But let's say we want this center aligned. Okay, so this imported fruits, we have a picture now of what fruits will be, but let's get some pictures of tropical fruits. So insert a line in there, and let's go and type in tropical fruit, and let's see what it gives us. So these are more tropical. Now I have association with pineapples being very tropical. I don't know why, it's just something you have at places that look tropical. So I'm gonna have bananas and pineapples. Okay, so we have a picture now and we are going to put it in a little smaller place there, and you can see we also have the text box in here. If you click on that text box over there and press delete, then it disappears. So now we only have the picture, but we have a bit of a problem because you'll see if I make this bigger, you'll see we have a name in there and we have the camera specifics on how they created this image. Now there's nothing wrong with this, it's good to see that, but for our specific article over here, we don't want that information in there. So what we'll do is we'll click on it, right click, and look for the crop option. It will say crop. If you can't find it there, then there should be an option somewhere in the top where you can choose crop. So crop means to remove unwanted areas. So we will crop, and you'll see we'll also have these handles. Now these are called handles, and you can adjust this diagonally, or you can play around with the handles until you cut out everything that you don't want. Let's say I don't want that human in there, so I just want the fruits, and now it has been cropped, and as soon as you click on any other place other than the picture inside, it has been cropped. And now we can adjust the size. We can try and make it the same size as this one. If you can see what the size is of the height and the width, you can say 8.76. So let's say we make this also 8.76. So now it's going to be the same width. So if we put these next to each other, they should be the same width. Now we also want this to be center aligned. Now everything looks nice and neat. So you can insert many pictures inside of a document. For now, I just want the two, so I just want tropical fruit over here. And now we want to see how it would look like if we print this. So if you go to File and you say Print, we have a print preview. So now we can see how it will look like. So this is how it will look like if we print the whole page. Now we can put narrow margins in here. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I have to read. We can put narrow margins. We can say how big the paper will be. So I have A4 in my printer. We can even adjust the orientation. So it will be on landscape or portrait, and print on one-sided. So there's a lot of settings you can do in the print preview. And what I want you to do is I want you to print this on a PDF. So usually by default, so this is my actual printer. It is not connected right now, but this will print out physical pages. But for this assignment, I want you to print this as a PDF. And you do that by choosing Print to PDF. So not everyone's options will be this, but look for something that says print to PDF or save as PDF, or PDF is a digital document. So it's the same process you'll follow to make something a PDF. So this is how we make things into PDFs. So you will just press print, and then we will just save this as imported fruits print out, and you can just save it as that. Just make sure you remember where you're saving it. For me, it's at my downloads, and then I just save it, and then I can, where is my, here. So now I can add it into my Google Classroom, and then I am done. So that is all that I want you to do for inserting images. That's all we have to know. We need to know how to print it. We need to know how to insert more pictures and how to change the pictures. So that is that. So if you can do this, then we will be able to make the mind map using pictures. So we will do that in this week. But I hope you have a wonderful day. This is a big task, so there's a lot of things to do. So if you just follow everything in the video, you'll be fine.